I'm I called just right away. What happened? What happened? Like what? That's not what we signed. Like we signed a real fight. So and he got his advance. Why he's announcing like this propaganda exhibition, that blah blah blah, everything like that.
An active fighter, the San Diego TJ's franchise.
Yeah.
What is all this?
So we're taking, what we've basically done is we got involved in a sport. I mean, PBL is it's a team sport, right? So you're looking at men and women competing on the same team. Manny's going to have ownership in the San Diego TJ's. Nice.
I think we need this rematch because of the unfinished business in the first one. Like there's a doubt, like I'm supposedly win the fight, and there's a lot of distraction on the first fight. I got injured my shoulder.
Manny Pacquiao just destroyed Floyd Mayweather during a bombshell live interview where he dropped irrefutable evidence that Floyd pawned their fight contract by taking advance money and is now desperately trying to escape.
So having Manny and Floyd on Netflix is the biggest thing in the streaming era, right? So they've done, these guys did it once in pay-per-view, and they're going to want to shatter all the records again. Professional fight.
Why do you think that Floyd is now saying, after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition? Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
The Filipino legend exposed Floyd on Ring Magazine's Inside the Ring program, revealing the shocking truth about Floyd's financial desperation behind their September 19th rematch at the Sphere. That's not what we signed. We signed for a real fight. He got his advance. Why is he announcing this propaganda exhibition? Pacquiao stated directly, calling Floyd out with receipts in hand. The evidence centers on one devastating fact. Floyd took an advance payment on his fight purse, essentially pawning his commitment, and is now claiming it's just an exhibition to protect his 50-0 record.
All that money being involved, you're not going to say we ain't fighting because of that, right?
Yes.
Netflix doesn't want to be involved in that. We don't want that to happen. Look, Floyd cares about money.
Pacquiao's CEO, Jos Mathur, revealed the financial paper trail during his ESPN interview with Andreas Hale, exposing Floyd's three-contract scheme. Floyd Mayweather signed 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties. First one was on October 24th, second on November 6th, third on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them. Not only that, but he's also taken out an advance on his purse for the Pacquiao fight, Mathur explained.
Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all, but what would a win over Floyd mean to you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a 1.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
Just want to teach him a lesson.
This is boxing's equivalent of pawning a Rolex and then claiming you never owned it, except this paycheck is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The revelation exposes Floyd's financial crisis in a way that completely contradicts his money persona, and Pacquiao made sure the entire world understood during his live appearances across multiple platforms. Mathur went deeper during his Las Vegas Review-Journal interview, revealing Floyd didn't just take deposits, he took an actual loan against his future fight purse. He did get deposits, and then he also took a loan against the purse. So this is beyond just getting a deposit from the fight contract, Mathur stated, exposing multiple layers of financial obligations.
Let me give you the best answer to this. I can't go by what I think or what I feel. We go by what's black and white and what's contracted. And what's contracted and what's been executed in these agreements is we have a fight, sanctioned professional, between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao.
Floyd has deposits from 3 separate agreements, plus an additional advance loan against his Pacquiao purse, making his public reversal legally catastrophic. The documentary evidence Mathur presented during his ESPN appearance leaves zero room for Floyd to claim confusion. We have the DocuSign proofs as well as wet signatures with his device ID, with his IP address, with everything there. His team has had all the contracts. He signed all the contracts, Mather declared. The digital paper trail includes Floyd's device ID, IP address, and both electronic and physical signatures across 3 months. This isn't verbal agreements, this is ironclad documentation Floyd cannot dispute. During his boxing scene interview, Pacquiao was asked about Floyd claiming the fight was an exhibition, and his response cut through all confusion. Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a contract for a real fight. The contract we signed is a real fight. I wouldn't fight an exhibition. It's a real fight. That's the contract he signed. He has to remember that, Pacquiao stated.
There's so much money on the line, and he's already signed it. He now wants it to be an exhibition?
Then, that's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're an undefeated fighter, and you are.
Yeah.
What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
While Floyd creates confusion about venues and fight types, Pacquiao keeps pointing to signed contracts and money Floyd already pocketed. Pacquiao appeared completely unfazed during his ESPN interview, projecting the confidence of someone holding all leverage. We both signed the contract and we both got advances on our purses, so there's no way we're going to cancel this fight, Pacquiao stated with certainty. During his Fight Hub TV appearance, Pacquiao exposed Floyd's real motivation for the exhibition narrative.
He really doesn't want to risk the record, right? That kind of gives it away. How do you feel about that? You're a respectful guy, but as a fighter, how do you feel about that position he's taking?
Well, what I saw is like I think he's scared. He's scared. He's scared of his record. PFO. We don't want to ruin that record.
I think he's scared of losing because that's his leverage to go around and have exhibitions because of his undefeated record. If that record were ruined, what else can he leverage to go around and have exhibition matches? Pacquiao observed. This analysis destroys Floyd's business model. His 50-0 record is the foundation of his exhibition earning power, and losing to Pacquiao would obliterate that mythology. Pacquiao's team set a hard deadline of April 14th for Floyd to confirm. In writing, he's honoring the professional bout terms.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to. What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is the deadline, the 14th end of business day. Floyd's signature is on multiple contracts. Netflix doesn't want to be involved in an exhibition, and we don't want that to happen, Mather declared.
Yes, look, that's not directly in our hands or in my hands to speak on. There's many parties involved, but all I can say is we are making headway on it. There is a contract in place, and I think better sense will prevail here. We hope it will.
If that doesn't happen, though, because that's the biggest fight that everybody wants to see.
Correct.
It's Floyd and Pacquiao.
Correct.
And that doesn't happen, then what?
The penalty for Floyd's breach? 8 to 9-figure damages. There's a massive penalty. There's going to be damages, and those damages are quite substantial. It's 8-9-figure damages, Mather told the Review Journal, putting a $100 million to $900 million price tag on Floyd's contract violation. The boxing world's reaction to Pacquiao's evidence drop has been brutal and unsympathetic to Floyd. Joe Rogan addressed Floyd's financial situation on his podcast before the breach became public, connecting his comeback to money problems. Floyd spends money like it's a tap, like he's got a tap with an unlimited amount of money. Even as much money as he's made in his career, there's all these lawsuits. Now he's got to come out of retirement, Rogan stated on The Joe Rogan Experience.
Floyd spends money like it's a tap, like he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that.
Rogan's observation referenced multiple lawsuits where Floyd faces claims for unpaid debts, totaling millions to jewelers, landlords, and creditors. Boxing insider Lance Pugmire dropped a bombshell on Boxing Scene Today about the advance amount. Netflix has given Floyd Mayweather financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. When I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out, and I threw out multiple millions of dollars, Pugmire revealed. Floyd has already spent or obligated tens of millions in advance payments contractually tied to a professional bout, not an exhibition. Social media exploded with fans dissecting Pacquiao's evidence. Pacquiao with the receipts. Floyd thought he could take the money and change the rules. That's not how contracts work, even for Manny Mayweather. Boxing journalist Dan Raphael wrote, "One viral tweet captured the irony perfectly. Floyd Money Mayweather pawning a fight contract like a broke gambler pawning his watch's poetry." The Money nickname never felt more sarcastic. Legal experts on boxing podcasts noted Floyd's public statements about the exhibition actually strengthened Pacquiao's case. Every time Floyd says this is an exhibition publicly, he's creating evidence for Pacquiao's legal team. He's documenting his own breach in real time. Attorney Sarah Mitchell explained on the Ring Talk podcast. Boxing historian Thomas Hauser wrote, "In 40 years covering this sport, I've never witnessed a fighter of Mayweather's sophistication make such a catastrophic contractual miscalculation. He's built a legal nightmare." The financial pressure extends beyond Pacquiao. Mathur revealed Floyd's June exhibition against Greek kickboxer Mike Zambidis also breaches the Pacquiao agreement. There are multiple breaches. The Greece fight he's posting, his exhibition against the Greek fighter, he can't do that fight. It's a direct breach of this contract, Mathur stated on Fight Hype. Floyd is trapped. Fighting anyone before Pacquiao triggers penalties. Backing out of Pacquiao triggers bigger penalties. And claiming it's an exhibition violates terms he took money for. Industry veterans expressed shock at Floyd's miscalculation. Mayweather built a career on being smarter than everyone about contracts. Taking advances for a pro fight, then claiming it's an exhibition, is the opposite of everything that made him money. Something went terribly wrong, promoter Lou DiBella stated. Mathur warned that more confidential documents will go public if Floyd continues this path. If push comes to shove, certain materials that are confidential today will no longer be confidential, Mathur threatened, suggesting additional damaging details remain unreleased. The ultimate irony, Floyd Mayweather, who built a billion-dollar career on being smarter about money and contracts than everyone, may have just made the most expensive mistake of his life by pawning his commitment and trying to rewrite terms after pocketing cash. Pacquiao's final statement during his Associated Press interview in Hollywood summed up his position. He knows what he signed. Dignity, integrity, that's what matters. You need to honor your commitment, Pacquiao declared while standing in Floyd's former gym. He's converting to Pacquiao Prime Boxing. Even that interview location served as a power move showing who controls this situation. The boxing world now watches whether Floyd will honor contracts he signed and took money for, or become the first fighter paying 9-figure damages for backing out after pawning the contract.